Welcome to Tâi-gí Made Easy. I'm your host, Ching-en. This is a bite-sized companion where you can learn anything and everything there's to know about Tâi-gí. Come along with me as we uncover the power of Tâi-gí and feel the heartbeat of Taiwan. Hi, welcome to Tâi-gí Made Easy. In this program, you get to know Tâi-gí, that's Taiwanese, with me each week. As you learn the language, you'll also pick up some fun facts about Taiwanese culture and everyday life along the way. In this episode, we are continuing our journey through body parts in Tâi-gí. Previously, we learned about the body parts above the neck. Today, we are going to introduce the rest of the body and learn how to say each part in Tâi-gí. But before we begin, let's do a quick review of what we covered last week to make sure you still remember it. We started with the word for head, which is tao. Then we learned two different ways to say hair in Tâi-gí, tao meng and tao zang. Although tao zang usually refers to a lock or a strand of longer hair, both terms are often used interchangeably in daily conversation. Next, we explore a couple of useful phrases that include the word tao. The first was sei tao, which means to wash one's hair. Then we learned sei tao, which means to comb one's hair. These two phrases sound quite similar, but have two different tones. Say with a rising tone means wash, while say with a different tone means comb. It can be tricky at first, but with practice and careful listening, it gets easier to tell them apart. We also saw how tao appears in other everyday words. For example, 家淘 means train station. This is actually a shortened form of 灰家淘, where 灰家 means train. We also learned that 头家 means boss or company owner, and 头家女 refers to the boss wife. After that, we move on to other parts of the face. We learned that the word for face is 面. The word for ears is 耳 or 耳. Eyes are 目睭 and eyebrows are 目白. We also covered the word for nose, which is 鼻 or 鼻. Continuing with the mouth area, we learned that the mouth is 喙. Teeth are 喙齒. Lips are 喙脣, and cheek is 喙配. Finally, the word for chin or jaw is 下頦. Okay, now let's move on to the body parts below the neck. In Tâi-gí, the word for shoulder is 肩胛. 肩胛. Sometimes you'll also hear people say 肩胛頭, which emphasizes the top of the shoulder. 肩胛頭. Next, let's talk about the chest or breasts. In Tâi-gí, we say 胸坎. 胸坎. Now for your arms and hands. In Tâi-gí, we use the word 手 to refer to the entire arm, including the hand. 手. For fingers and toes, we say 指頭仔. 指頭仔. Continuing down to the feet, the word in Tâi-gí is 腳. 腳. And for your buttocks, we say 尻川. 尻川. Alright, I think that's enough to take in for one lesson. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment to review what we learned today. In Tâi-gí, the word for shoulder is 肩胛, 肩胛, though you might also hear 肩胛頭, which refers to the top of the shoulder. The chest or breasts are called 胸坎, 胸坎, and the word 手 refers to both the arms and hands. If you want to be more specific and talk about fingers or toes, you can say 指頭仔, 指頭仔. For the feet, we use the word 腳, 腳. And finally, the buttocks are called 尻川, 尻川. That's it for today's lesson. I hope you had fun learning with me. In the upcoming episodes, we'll continue exploring more body parts in Tâi-gí and introduce additional commonly used phrases and idioms that feature them. Be sure to tune in to Tâi-gí Made Easy next Friday, where we'll keep building on what we've learned and dive even deeper in Taiwan's language and culture. Thanks so much for joining me on this Tâi-gí journey. I'll be back soon on Radio Taiwan International. Until then, take care, have a great weekend, and see you next time.
You're tuning in to Radio Taiwan International, Taiwan's national broadcaster. Here at RTI, we have a range of entertaining and informative content for you to enjoy. You can find all of our content on our website at en.rti.org.tw. That's en.rti.org.tw for news, shows, and more. We're also on shortwave radio. If you're residing in South Asia, we broadcast from 1600 to 1700 UTC at 9405 kHz. From all of us here at RTI, we wish you a lovely day.